Mental health has always been an important topic, but this past year it seems more crucial than ever, and we are continuing the mental health conversation on Studio 10. I'm joined by Shauna Badgley to help us further the discussion. First, I want to start off by saying trauma is real and it affects people and their health.
Absolutely. I think that people's experiences very much affect them based on whether that was, an emotional traumatic experience or a physical traumatic experience, and really increases people's symptoms of feeling anxiety, depression, and heightened response. And so I think especially, during this time, people may be starting to notice that more.
So how can we get access to mental health?
So I think this is really a key point. I mean, first of all, it needs to be very acceptable to get treatment. I think we're working towards it being acceptable to have mental health treatment. And then, of course, the key is access, and access to treatment for community mental health. And really, we give referrals in our community as well, is calling our access department. We do a short triage at that level and try to figure out where the best level of care is, what best needs, what symptoms you're having, do some preliminary discussion about, what is actually going on with you and what can we do to help you.
So Shauna, you guys have an annual virtual free event coming up, and you have a guest you'd like to introduce us to. Yes,
I do. I am very happy to introduce Sherry Simons, who is our keynote speaker on Thursday at our annual community event. Sherry is an expert in the area of trauma and resiliency.
I am very excited to be talking at the annual conference this Thursday. My talk is called Which Way? And we're really going to take a deep dive into brain chemistry and what happens when we experience trauma versus when we're in our prefrontal lobe and coming at life that way. This talk will center around some education and a case study as well. And so we weave a tapestry of understanding trauma from various different angles. To the brain, trauma's trauma, whether it's something we've actually walked through or we've listened to or we've seen play out on our social media feeds. And so we're all walking around with varying degrees of trauma, and how we respond to that is very different. And so we're going to be talking about what that looks like and what we can do to come at life from a very sort of calm, regulated central nervous system.
All right, Sherry and Shauna, thank you so much for your time today, covering some very serious but important topics. Great information to think about. And stick around, there's still more to come on Studio 10.